Is it that time already? Can we just stay in bed all day?
I can't. I got a long day ahead of me.
Come on.
Can't. I picked up a double at work today.
Not even for 5 minutes.
I only need 5.
Are you hungry? I made breakfast.
No, I'm just gonna grab some coffee. Do you know where my coffee cup is?
It's up there.
Have a good day, babe. Don't out.
Ethan? I love you very much.
I love you too. Hey, Amber.
Oh, hey, Ethan.
I just want to say thank you for letting me pick up all these extra shifts.
Hey, anybody that is willing to work hard, I am willing to give hours to. I feel like you live here now. What does your girlfriend say about that?
I mean, Liz kind of gets it. You know, she knows we have bills and school loans. Enjoy your food. I mean, she's not real happy with me being here all the time, but full-time work, full-time school, it's really not much else we can do, you know?
Yeah, I completely understand. Just don't give up. You'll get there. I didn't give up. Now look what I have. You work hard, keep it up, and you're gonna have it too.
Thanks, Amber. Hey, hon. Wasn't expecting to see you here.
Hi, Biz. I'll give you 2 a minute. It was nice seeing you.
You forgot your lunch again.
There's so much on my mind lately. Been really busy.
It's all the long hours you're working. Amber sure seems to work a lot too, doesn't she?
Yeah. I mean, she's here just as often as I am. She runs this cafe, she's her own boss, and I feel like spending some time here could really give me a push in the right direction. I don't know, I really don't want us living in that apartment for the rest of our lives.
Oh, you're right. But still, it would be nice to see you more than some other people do.
Well, hon, I gotta get back to work. You're a lifesaver as always. Can I sit with you?
Hey, what was up with you and that old guy earlier?
I don't know, I just asked him if I could sit with him.
Really? Why?
I don't know. He just looked like he may have needed a friend to talk to or something, you know?
I mean, I hate to break it to you, but most people here just want to be left alone.
Take it easy, brother. Seeing you with that empty coffee cup all day, I know you're hungry.
Do you even understand the meaning of leaving someone alone?
Can I sit?
Sure.
Thank you. So, is our coffee really that good?
Honestly, tastes like crap. You know, frankly, I come here to clear my mind from time to time and to enjoy the scenery.
Good luck. She's a strong-headed woman, that one.
That's how I like them. So, do you have someone at home?
I do. She's not as feisty as that one, but she's pretty spunky herself. I actually met her right here in this cafe, at this very table. She was sitting there reading Great Expectations and eating a sandwich, and I knew she was the one. She was actually a lot like you when I first met her.
Bet you didn't stop bothering her.
You could say that. But it only took me to quote her. That was a memorable day to me, for it was great changes in me. But it is the same with any life. Imagine one selected day struck out of it, and think how different this course would have been. Pause you
Who read this, and think for a moment of the long chain of iron or gold, of thorns or flowers that would have never bound you, but for the formation of a single link in one memorable day.
You've read Great Expectations.
Son, I've read them all. From Oliver Twist, David Copperfield, Bleak House, you name it, I've read them. In words, I was too cowardly to do what I knew was right. And yet, I was too cowardly not to do what was wrong. You know? I always thought of myself as Abel Magwitch, the thief that had a heart of gold. He too had problems and made some wrong decisions, but in the end, he wasn't such a bad guy. In fact, you remind me of Pip. He was an orphan, but he learned how to live, and he learned how to progress from that living. You know, I always push forward. A lot of ups and downs, more downs than I'd like to think about. But in the end, you should never lose sight of what's important. I know I did.
So, do you want to talk about it?
No, not now. So, this girl of yours, she have a name?
She does. Her name's Liz.
Liz. Does she care that you're out this late?
And she hasn't been happy about it. Been here long hours, working late, with the bills and school loans piling up, but the main reason that I've been here so much is saved up to buy this.
So, when are you gonna pop the question?
I mean, that's the thing. With all these bills and all the costs, I'm not sure I can fully support her. And I want to be sure before I even pop the question.
Pip, take my advice. Let these gray hairs testify that you can trust me on this. One thing I've learned in life is that it's much harder to go it alone. So can you trust this girl?
Yeah, I can.
Well, then trust that she can help you with these conflicts. Working together will make you two stronger, not weaker. It's like Pip from Dickens. He had a lot of obstacles, a lot of problems. And it was more difficult for him because he faced them alone. Now, he always knew that he loved Estella and wanted to be with her. Can you imagine if the two of them had started out together? Would have been a completely different story. You know, in life, there's good and there's bad. But to tell you the truth, having someone in it is much better than facing it alone.
Wait, are you going? Let me call you a cab.
It's okay. It's late. It's time. Besides, your girl's probably wondering where you are. Pip, I know I'm probably going to regret saying this, but I'm glad that you bothered me today. Tonight, I'm leaving with a more renewed spirit about what's important. You're just starting, so make your life good.
Ethan Crawford?
Yeah, that's me.
Got a package for you?
I didn't order anything. Do you know who sent it?
I'm not sure, but there were specific instructions that it be delivered to this location.
All right. Thank you.
Have a good day.
As well.
Dear Pip, first, you're probably wondering why me. I barely knew you. Well, the truth is that is all it took. I want to thank you for wanting to try and sit with me the first time. You didn't have to approach me, but you still continue to do so. It's as if you could see my hurt when no other did. I didn't want anyone to see me in this way. But you saw me for the better person I was at one time. When you offered to sit down with me a second time, I saw a person I wish I could have been. You were a man that was giving without expectations. You also reminded me of someone I used to be, a man that never gave up, always to be better and helping others any way you could. There was a time, much like you, I had my very own Liz. Like Pip to his Estella, she was my everything. However, I filled my life with believing I had to become great before I could have her. I was wrong. Yes, I did become great, but at what cost? I lost the love of my life because I got lost and forgot what was truly important to me. Don't be like me. You both can grow and become great together. Start your story together at the beginning, not the end. Humbly yours, Frank J. Donaldson, a.k.a. Abel Magwitch.
Hello, Ethan? Are you home? hello to you too.
Liz,
Yeah?
I'm sorry this took me so long to figure it out, but it only took Charles Dickens to remind me.
Huh?
Will you marry me?
Yes!
And in earlier news, CEO and multimillionaire Frank Donaldson passed away this afternoon from cardiac arrest. Now, no report yet as to what caused the heart failure, but what does go to question as to who will attain Mr. Donaldson's remaining assets. Mr. Donaldson being a single man with no living relative or children, it goes to wonder as to who will attain Mr. Donaldson's remaining assets. Now, speculation says it has been passed down, however, no further information has been given at this time.
As I gave you to understand just now, I'm famous for it. It was the money left me and the gains of the first few years what I sent home to Mr. Jaggers, all for you, when he first came after you, agreeable to my letter. Now you have no excuse. Abel.